Guys, I think this is my most contentious work. It's a very difficult piece, bear with me, it's not easy to talk about this work. As you can see, I'm relaxing, so things are going to go a lot more smooth now. The 7 deadly scripts. For me, very important to point these things out in society, talk about them, not be afraid, and have questions and hopefully answer questions about the work that you're about to witness and see. Obviously, firstly, for me, the first deadly script in contemporary society is religion. And like I said, I wanted to encase a Quran, but I think Oliewenhuis won't be standing. They will literally bomb us or burn us down, so I decided to use a Bible. Why did I engrave the word opium in the Coca-Cola font on the encased block? Why do you think? Not only that. Yes, and who said that? Karl Marx, who was a very contentious figure, said this highly contentious thing that religion was the opium for the people. And to a large degree, I agree with that. It's what we do with religion. I'm not judging anybody, you have to understand me very clearly. But I cannot live with the fact, or it can't sit comfortably with me, that people are killed in the name of religion. And it's not only what's happening now. It happened in the past so many times. Think back to the Christian Crusades. How many people were killed? But let's move on from the Bible. That, for me, is the first deadly script. Can anybody identify C10, H12, N20? It's the second most deadly script for me currently in the world. It's the chemical formula for serotonin. What does serotonin control in our brains? Depression. And I honestly believe depression is an illness of our time, that we live such highly stressful lives, and that life has become so fast and so difficult that we need a script from our doctor to get through every day. I need a pill to make me calmer right now. So the second one for me, serotonin, depression. And that's the second script that I wish I could encase and never read again or never take out again, because it's so sad that this is a reality in our world, in our lives. The third one, anybody, any idea what snow might stand for? Cocaine. Yes, absolutely. Cocaine, drug abuse. It's massive in contemporary society, and snow is the street name for cocaine. But it doesn't stop at snow. It refers back to serotonin, prescription drugs. The fact that we so easily take a pill to feel better or to better ourselves. Okay, let's move on. Kamagra, any guesses? Yes, you're on the right track. Viagra. Kamagra is the street variety of Viagra that you can buy in the East for next to nothing. Cheap. But the interesting thing about my scripts is that the one leads to the other. It starts with religion. It creates an issue within ourselves. We become depressed. We have to take something, either prescription medication or drugs to feel better. Then it leads to something called X. Any ideas what that is? Big muscle guys. Not testosterone. Steroids. That leads to steroids. Because in contemporary society, we want a better body. We want to fit in. We want to be liked. So that's another script that's very dangerous in society right now. And I'm not judging. I'm pointing out, I'm scratching. And that leads to PrEP. What on earth is PrEP? No. What is the illness, the biggest illness of our time? And it killed a lot of guys. Yes, HIV. First they started with PEP, which is a post-exposure pack. After you've been exposed to the virus, you can take PEP and it will save your life. Now they have developed a pill with the name of PrEP. So you take it once a day and you're safe. And you're not. People want to believe that they are safe. And I know of 2 studies that actually proved that 2 people taking the pill, very expensive, makes you very sick, tested positive. And in my life it's a reality because a lot of my friends are HIV positive. It's the generation that I live in and it's the background that I come from. So a very important script, a very important reality. People think it saves, but it actually doesn't. What is this? Yes, technology. Why do I have the Apple logo on there? Social media. People don't have lives today because of social media. And I use Apple because I'm addicted to Apple. I can't get enough of my iPhone, I can't get enough of my computer, I can't get enough of all my devices. So it's, especially for young people, it's very dangerous that you can get addicted to that. It becomes a script. It becomes something that's prescribed by society. If you're not on Facebook, you don't fit in. So a really very interesting one, social media as well. So everything leads to one another, and there's a line between these works. And it ends with social media, where everything is propagated. How many times do you read on Facebook something that is so not true? Daily. But we believe it as the, ultimate truth. On that note, any questions?
Every now and then you say, I'm not judging. At the same time, you're giving us a message.
Yes.
As long as judgment is linked to respect and love, what is wrong with judging?
Thank you. Thank you for that beautiful comment. But I don't want to step on people's toes. There is a beautiful place for religion. So how can I say that it is just bad? I can't, because it works for some people. It might not work in my life, but for some people it's very important. So yes, thank you.
So would you say this artwork is very male-oriented? I mean, can there be any form of like female action we can get out of this?
Very valid, question. Is this only male?
I suppose not, but from the Viagra...
Is this only male? What is the female derivative of Viagra? Thank you. Who said that? Well, respect if you did know. It's called Tigra. Women use it too. It gives them more energy. Their bodies flood with blood. They become more loving.
We should all be taking some of that.
D-ball X, is it only men? No? Horrible.
More masculine element to us.
Absolutely. And why do you think?
Well, I'm assuming you're young.
Thank you.
Not assuming. Like it's because you're a man, so you would obviously take it from that.
Absolutely. It's when you do a self-portrait, when you're male, your portrait will look like you. So you always reflect something of yourself in the work that you are making. Not a stupid question at all. But thank you for asking that. This also for both genders. Yes.
I would also say that in society today, women are losing their femininity, and they are becoming more masculine because of this power struggle.
Absolutely.
So I would say there can't be a male or a female in this because
Absolutely.
the genders are blurring.
Yes. It's so true. There's so much pressure for women to perform in society these days. And yet women are still silenced and excluded. We'll get to another work where I address that just now. So although there's that, women are still getting paid less than men, for example.
Just a very practical thing. What are the actual books that are in there? Because I'm assuming there's not a book on cocaine or whatever.
I want you to believe that it is. Yes. However, yes.
No.
The Bible, beautiful, beautiful old Dutch Bible from the late 18th century. I paid a whack for that and it nearly broke my heart to cast that in resin. But it was very important for me. And like I said, I would like to have all the religious scripts. It could have been the Buddhist scripts, for example. Yes. And I love them because they are so beautiful. And in terms of a technique with these works, look at the sheen on the books. It was a happy accident. I never planned that. Every single book was sealed with my initials and then painted with a water-based varnish. And this beautiful...
I thought it was metallic covers.
Yes, it's not. Especially look on the sides when you come back later.
I have another question for
Yes, absolutely.
you.
Shoot.
You identified, and I do agree with you that these are the problems of our day. And now, when you compile this, you do self-reflection, you realize it's not problems just for you, it's for society and everything that goes with it. Do you now try and stay clear of most of these things, like your Apple devices? Do you learn from doing this?
You want me to get from doing this?
That's what I hope. I hope when I look at this, it will be a reminder not to spend my whole day on social media. When I look at that, it will be a reminder to go to gym with a healthy attitude and not inject myself with
So you do,
stuff
do trying to
in my own
live
life.
out what you
Yes,
create.
absolutely. And the same with spirituality. I want to be respectful. I don't even kill a fly. So I try to live a good life. Guys, maybe one last thing. For me, in an installation, it's not about being perfect. And hence I left all the cables like this. I like it to be almost like my computer, the side of my computer where all the wires are just hanging. I think it would kill the installation if I tape these on the floor with black tape. What do you think?